Hi YouTube, this is the librarian wishing everybody a happy World Book Day. And in honor of World Book Day, me and my boyfriend went to Books A Million and I bought a new book, and it finishes out one of the series that I've had forever, and I was just waiting for all of the books to come out in order to read it, because I'm one of those people that have to have the entire series before I can read it, which my boyfriend pointed out to me, what if you don't like this series? And I don't think I've ever really thought of that. So fingers crossed that my luck holds out, that I continue to like all the series that I buy. Also, in honor of World Book Day, I will show you my to be read shame, because my to be read is this entire bookshelf behind me. It's only 3 levels, so it's not quite that bad, and not everything on it is something that I haven't read at all, because say this one here, Little Brother by Cory Doctorow, I read that one for one of my classes. It was fantastic, by the way. I'll do a video talking about it once I read the second book, which is Homeland. I'm really excited for that because I really enjoyed the first one. It was very interesting. I have If I Stay, which I know has been made into a movie, and I refuse to watch the movie yet because I want to read the book first. What else is on here is I've got all my little souvenir coins from all the places that I've been, and I've got my little stones. I've got Moonstone, Turquoise, Adventuring. I've got my little jar with my snow leopard, my owl, and my wonderful green sheep. He is fantastic. I've had him forever. But getting back to the books, I've also got Cloud Atlas, which my dad wasn't sure that he particularly cares for, so that's going to be an interesting read. Got Alice Hoffman, The River King, which I love a lot of Alice Hoffman books, so I'm assuming that I'll like this one because she's got a wonderful writing style. Falling Angels, I don't even remember when I picked that one up. I believe that I took the dust jacket off a while ago in hopes that I was going to read it and forgot to put it back on because I got caught up with other things. I've got Nicholas Sparks' Walk to Remember, which I love most of his books, so I'm assuming I'm going to like this one. Anne Prackett, State of Wonder, which is upside down for some reason. And I picked it up because I'm a terrible person and I really like to judge books by covers. I also got City of Dark Magic. Love that cover. It's pretty. Sounds like it's going to be awesome. I'll do reviews for most of these once I've read them. Clariel, I'm super hype awesome for, because Garth Nix is like basically one of my favorite authors. He is fantastic, and I'm going to be rereading the Abortion trilogy, which Clariel's the 4th book in, so it kind of annoys me because it was supposed to be a trilogy and it's not a trilogy anymore, so that's frustrating. Beautiful Creatures, my best friend got me this for Christmas and I have yet to read it because I'm a bad person. Sorry, Mo. Classics of children's literature. I'm a terrible person, and my library at school was going to throw it out, and I definitely stole it from the trash because just broke my heart to see it in the trash. Law of Similars, I mostly picked it up because I really like the cover. It's beautiful. Grapes of Wrath shouldn't be here. I've read this for class and it just hasn't made its way over to my classics section. I've also got the Monsters of Templeton, which love this cover. It's beautiful. I have yet to get the stupid sticker off. Letters from Sky, also gorgeous. Stupid sticker. Rags and Bones, I am beyond hype excited for because it basically has like every single one of my favorite authors in it. It's got let's see, Neil Gaiman, Holly Black, Garth Nix, Melissa Marr, who I met. I'm like, oh, I'm still in awe that I got to meet Melissa Marr. That was amazing. And some of the other ones I haven't heard, but I'm assuming if they're in with my favorite authors, I'm going to like them anyway. So this is just, Rags and Bones is just like a bunch of little short stories that these authors have redone classic fairy tales. So really excited for that. And then I've got the Dealing with Dragons series that I need to read. And then Alice, I have a small obsession with Alice in Wonderland. Small is an understatement. So I love anything Alice. This also needs to not be on this. I just wanted to reread it. And Jane is a adaptation of Jane Eyre, and it's set like now time, and it just seems really cool. My cup runneth over. I am a horrible person for this because my friend wanted me to read this in high school and never got around to it. So on the to be read shelf. My Name is Memory is another one which sounds amazing and I love it. Ink, I need to get the rest of the series for it, so can't read that yet. One of my aunt's friends sent me this book, and it sounds really awesome because voodoo, so excited for that. Another Garth Nix book. I've read most of these because they're all short stories and they go along with the Abortion trilogy, but I need to actually finish all of them because I'll read a few and then I'll come back to it and stuff. Howl's Moving Castle. Love, love, love me some Miyazaki, so when I found out it was a book, I was beyond excited. Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. I kind of want to get the rest of the series before I read that one because I hear that it ends kind of abruptly. Pride and Prejudice. I have read once before. I need to reread it. The Peach Keeper. Beautiful cover. This is the series that I finished with my book purchase for today. It's the Wake series, which is teen novels, and it's about sirens and a curse and seems really super interesting, so I'm excited for that. Sandra Brown Lethal is a bunch of books that I got for free from this lady that was vacationing next to us when we went to the beach one year, and they're not what I typically read, so in order to be better read, I'm trying them out. Hourglass I've actually read before, which was amazing. Picked it up because of the cover, but the actual novel was absolutely amazing, and I will make a review on it once I've read Timepiece, which is the second one, so need to do that. Lock and Key by Sarah Dessen. I've heard very, very, very good things about it. The children's book, I don't know what to make of this. I think it's absolutely gorgeous. I love the idea behind it, so I'm quite interested in that read. Next is the physic book of Deliverance Dane. I think that cover's really interesting, and even though I can't say the title very well, so. Paris, I love this cover, and I love the premise behind it. I'm very into historical fiction, so that's going to be fun. Fifth Avenue just seems very interesting. Again, love the cover. I'm a bad person. Jane Eyre, need to read it, because, Jane up here I have read, so I need to actually read what it was based off of. Stardust by Neil Gaiman, love him. The Mermaid Song I got for free from the VA. They were just giving away a bunch of books and stuff because they got a bunch and they couldn't house them. And I was like, I can afford a couple of cheesy romance things. So to indulge my girliness, I got this one. The Anne Rice Interview with a Vampire. I've been meaning to read these forever, basically. I think since high school. And I've just not been in the mood for it because the way I pick up books is I have to, it's got to be the right time to read them. The Other Boylan Girl. I wanted to watch this movie, and I never got around to it, so I'm like, why not have the book? And so I'm just gonna read the book before I watch that movie. Women of Pemberley. Love historical fiction sort of thing, and anything around that time period, because I love that time period, and Jane Austen is also wonderful. So, yeah. The American Heiress, once again, love me some historical fiction and cheesy romance and whatnot, so, yeah. Birth of Venus, historical fiction, and I believe this one has something to do with art. I have a keen love of books that subtly mention famous artists and stuff. White Princess, Philippa Gregory. Love her stuff. Like, love it. And I mean to get some more of hers. The Book of Lost Things depresses me greatly because I used to have it, and it had a gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous dust jacket. And somehow or another, the Book of Lost Things became a lost thing. And so I had to replace it, and unfortunately, when I bought it off of Half.com, they did not have the dust jacket. So that makes me sad. The, let's see, Flora-Bama Ladies Auxiliary and Sewing Circle. I picked that up because I like sewing. I have a lot of hobbies. And so this just seemed interesting, and I lived in Alabama for a while, so it seemed interesting. This Reader's Digest condensed books is my one book that I do not feel guilty for damaging, so I leave it on here in case I need it for pictures, art projects, etc. things. A writer's reference. I'm trying to obtain my master's in library science, so I leave this here for like quick reference. This Invoking the Muse, I've had since, I believe, middle school, and I have it because I wrote a poem and somebody liked it enough to put it in the very first page, which I'm beyond proud of, so I've been published. And then the last one is just like a blank journal that I've doodled in, and I'm not too sure why it stays on the shelf. It probably should move to make room for more purchases. But I am no longer allowing myself to buy any more books. That's the very last purchase that I've made until I read some of this and clear them off and put them where they belong in my main library out in the little hallway area back here. But that's my little mini to be read shame tour, and happy World Book Day. Celebrate, go buy a book. I know it's really late already and stuff, but buy a book, read a book, celebrate somehow. Y'all have a good night, day. Farewell.